You can meet the professionals at Conda Auto Body Shop and Repairs, 179 Grafton Street in Worcester. Their phone number is 774-420-9678. Conda Auto Body Shop is fully insured and insurance upgrades. Conda Auto Shop, where you go to meet the professionals. Conda Auto Body Shop, Grafton Street, 179 Grafton Street, Worcester, 774-420-9678. Conda Auto Body Shop, the perfect place for your auto body shop in Worcester.
Nana, what do you feel when the palm of the car? You to be
media, my dollars in flu.
Any problem? But some two few more. The mentor was a thank you.
Hey, I see that plaza. Was it any? The way the quatrain and one, I'm not kind of send here as it may be a sea or maybe airport. When you see customs winning, will be a quatrain walk was a champion B. And then where's Sunam Hoa? And the Bruni say, hey, what's this? Mammy is a koto. And why? When you say, oh, mommy, a day.
Hey, Obruniaki, there's a year as a plaza already. Ghana and African, and Pia Condono, who may be at all. Ramunamni, Shamunamahudo. Every bidro to say, a little one, Calafi, Chocho cream, Adadua, and then you can be free. Asida Plaza, or cosmetics, Fabrica Papa, GTP, New Style, Ghana soft drinks to say a very more today. Over Selicra. Asida Plaza, where your money transfer, bill payments to say phone, cable, trucks, electricity, cars, and a pay where your unit transfers be free. Say a party and our function piano. I could call them the fashion. Asida Plaza, Obecha Maukama. Asampetia. You were Main Street, Worcester, Massachusetts, and our provider in Welton. Or telephone 508-873-9700. A Julian Katubian, and to so be a beautiful, and I want to see you. Be a winning. The Wajiba would do our new fishing evangelist. 1.5. Haji Obia Metuanka. New vision radio. They are serious.
Atamfo anasa me pebibi afama somwa niamitia ni New Vision Radio 103.5. Atamfo anasa me pebibi afama somwa niamitia ni New Vision Radio 103.5. Jesus.
so eka ho odi wanim na odi wachi obekọ so edi wanim na say edi wachi de bia de hiasa don ho obeto no ho so mo bibia kwa ba mo akwa ba sonko ba New Vision Radio 103.5 and then my name is Penny Mr. Leslie Bano and the Wofia has say Jing a Kambuama. Senator said private residential mortgage and I saw ya say and they do Worcester breakfast show April and I no pay from the studios of New Vision Radio. The dial is 103.5. You can watch us live on Facebook. Just go to Facebook/New Vision Radio, Worcester Mass, and like our page. Or you can just go to NVR Connect TV and just watch us live over there as well. So also you can listen to us by dialing this number 605-477-3786. The ultimate is just go to www.myvisionradio.com and listen to us live over there as well. Time check in the studio is exactly 6 minutes past the hour. 10. And our breakfast menu, we'll be looking at our word of motivation, we'll look at our weather report. Yesterday was a rainy day. I don't know what today is gonna be, but just stay put. Just stay put. I'll be giving you the weather. We'll also be looking at what is breaking news around the globe. Before that, birthday wishes will be going on. Those who are celebrating their birthday today be the 20th day of the 9th month 2016. It will be giving birthday wishes to those who are celebrating their birthday. And yesterday was your birthday. Once again, Esther Sarkodie. This is coming from your daughter Mary Sarkodie. Yesterday was your birthday. Happy belated birthday to you. May you live to be 103.5. Okay, today our word of motivation is priorities. Set your priorities right. Families and work. Families and work. So to a company, you are just an employee. The day you resign or your work cubicle will be replaced, your absence missed for a day, then the company forget about you. They went on to make their money, for they need it. They have no time to grieve because of the expectation they have to fulfill. Occasionally they may make mistakes, but it becomes with a price and you have to pay. This is why, my friend, do not miss work with family. Do not take your work home, cast your family aside and forget about giving time to your children, because in their heart you are never replaced. Because when you are gone, every day you'll be mixed. If anything happens to you, it will be your family friends crying like a crazy for you, because to them, even though you are just one person, you are the world to them. So reset your priorities, be a good worker, but be a better father, mother, friend, daughter, or son. Uncle Leslie, our word of motivation. Priorities, resetting the priorities.
This is a very tricky word of motivation, because the person will ask yourself, how many of us really are able to really equate work with our family attention, especially in this country. You know, somebody once told me, because look, when we all come here, we're also anxious because of the dollar sign to go the extra mile. It is good to only be a good worker for a company, but yes, you still have to know what your priorities are when you set up your scale of preference for your life. Because you'll be there today, tomorrow if you're not there, we are just being numbers at work. As a number that can be replaced at any given time. Ask yourself, say you're working at a bank. This bank has been there before you were born, or maybe whatever. People have come and gone, yet still the bank is there operating. So you should know that when you are there and you give all your attention to the job, living your family, it's a dangerous thing. We really have to know that family comes first. Yes, we need the money, but at the same time, the job will be come and gone, because even if you're not involved in an issue, you know, one day be on retirement, your family still be there. But the job, you cannot walk to your former job and say, I'm claiming whatever incentive they give you at that given time. Your time is past. So your family should always be your first priority.
So your family should always be your first priority. So research your priorities. If you are mixing your job with your family works, then please research your priorities. Because as an employee, the very day that you leave, the very day that you leave the workplace, that will be the end. And they will remember you for a few days, yes, or one day or 2 days, but that will be the end. Without you, the job still continues.
Let me ask a little thing to you. Example. When we were graphic, the then editorial manager was there. He was a nice guy. He got to a point that we went on retirement. And once he was working, every day you get your complimentary newspaper free. Even on Saturday when you're out there, they come and drop it off for you. Otherwise, when you come to the office, it's lying there. And when he retired, one day he visited the office, and then when he walked in, he called the messenger. He's like, "What's your newspaper?" So the messenger was amazed because he's gone on retirement, so he wasn't on the list of those to be given the complimentary newspaper. And this guy couldn't understand why. So I just ran into him and I said, "Man, are you forgetting you're no longer here? You're now on pension." Then he said, "Oh, yeah, I forgot. You reminded me." You see? So you can never be there forever.
You can never be there forever, no matter what. You just have to go on retirement one day or the other. So just set your priorities right and know what is what and which is which. And you know that with the family, yes, you are only one person to them, but you are their world. You mean a lot to them. So set your priorities right and know which one that you will always give attention to. Never. Yes, be a good employee, be a good worker, be a good presenter when it comes here. But hey, don't mix it with your housework. Okay.
Oh, I see you. So now when I'm not here, don't blame me.
Okay. All right, let's take our stuff from Hampon.
Hey, I was so I made me,
Okay, once again, the weather report. The highest is going to be 83 today, and the lowest is going to be 61. It's going to be very cloudy and intermediate sunshine. Currently, it's 69 right here in the city of Worcester. 17 minutes past the hour 10, bringing us to our birthday wishes. Today is your birthday, Kwame Amankwa. Happy birthday to you, Kwame Amankwa. And happy birthday in advance to you, Dr. Atakomna Kennedy. Tomorrow is your birthday. You share a birthday with George Lamptey right here at the studios of New Vision Radio. Richard Abankwa. Richard, maybe I will be a chair. Also, happy birthday in advance. So, happy birthday to you, Frida Amwako, and I say, Kusi Amwako. Happy birthday to you, Ochna Aya Wawoda. Also, Ochna Aya Wawoda. And a happy birthday in advance to you, Nana Sawa Somwa. Also, Ochna from Woodrow. So what are you telling George? Tomorrow is George's birthday.
I know tomorrow is his birthday, and we're looking forward to it. At least
it is gonna be a party. Yeah, well, just call him and let's put him on the line.
We've had so much of our birthdays here, and none of us has ever called for a party. So I think
there was a surprise birthday party for Paul. You remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
why is it that those who followed there wasn't any party?
I ask again now. Maybe I should ask you. Because you had yours in March, right?
Yeah, in March. So
you should have had a party first.
Mine is gone. I've already jumped into the next year, so mine is already gone.
Yeah, so you should have had a party first, because I have to start looking at those who celebrated their birthdays in January in this house, so that they will start with the party. Then those of us who are living legend, who are born in August, who will come in, who will come in later on. But George, tomorrow is your birthday. Happy birthday to you in advance. But today is Kwame Amankwa's birthday. Today is the 20th day of the 9th month 2016. Enjoy this song coming from Freddie, so he called this one Happy Birthday. Once again, happy birthday to you, Kwame Amankwa. And also happy birthday in advance to you, Sir George Lamte, Dr. Atta Kennedy, Akosia Mwako, and all of you are celebrating your birthdays today. Happy birthday to you. Happy from us, New Vision, from us, New Vision to you. Yes, it's a party. Happy birthday to you. Next will be Mr. Leslie Bano giving us a will say. But before we call him, we start the story. It says, we discuss it. Uncle, let's write his story. Chief Fire Officer, Tichimai. So you say, Ababa will be fire officers never go.
I heard about the story.
I didn't even know Chishinga.
Yeah. According to the story, I mean, he attempted raping the lady, and the process.
That is the start of the lady story.
Yeah, that is the start of the story.
Chief Fire Officer, record now. Okay, yeah, quite. Seriously. Where's the swanka? I don't know if you saw a video with that.
This is the first time. What is that story?
Oh, but it happened also somewhere in South Africa. In South Africa, there is
no, those other places. When
I'm high five. Hey, also say I go to our cry no tinchra. No, see, okay, my chest here.
Well, this is a long way to tell people when you are obviously you don't spoil where you eat. That's your workplace. It's got to be upright. That's all.
Okay, Mr. Leslie, go.
You okay? Good morning to our listeners. Today is Tuesday, a day of the Lord, and we're all glad to rejoice in it here in Worcester 103.5. Let me start here by saying, today I'm going to start from the US, and I'm sure everyone in America has heard or read about the issue of the bombings that occurred over the weekend in New York and in New Jersey. And thank God we have a good police over here in the US who are upright and serious about their work.
Then I can say we have a good police. Any good police?
Oh, African police is a different subject to discuss later. But these policemen really acted fast upon the tip-off by a store owner who found this gentleman, an Afghanistan-born US citizen, who was lying in front of his store early in the morning. So he felt that this person was maybe drunk during the night and was just useless lying down. But he looked at him and realized that this is the man that he's been reading about the whole night on the news who's being wanted. So after second thought, he decided to call the police, and he called the police, and the police appeared. And when they came, there was a shootout between this guy
who looked like drunk.
Yeah, he woke up and then he started firing at the police car, and then the policemen. In the process, 2 policemen got injured, and then they were able to capture the guy after they shot him on the arm, and he's now in the hospital being attended to. But see, this calls for our really paying attention to our surroundings these days. Wherever you find yourself here in the US, you have to be really careful about your surroundings.
Not just here in the US, wherever that you are, you have to be paying very attentive to wherever that you are. Your surroundings is very key, I know.
Exactly. But sometimes we tend to forget ourselves. You know, look at what happened with the bombs, the way they all went off. Assuming someone was just going to...
There was this lady who found one of the bombs and called the authorities, and she's now a hero.
Oh yes, by the end, the one who also called the police to arrest this wanted guy who was so dangerous to, even though he didn't call him. I think he did a good job, and this calls for heads up for him for the good job that he's done. Then, let me ask you this question: should naming a dog after your president be a crime for you to be prosecuted?
I don't know. I don't think it is a crime, and it's not a crime anywhere.
Let's say we are in Ghana, and then you name your dog President A, B, or whatever.
Mahama.
Should that be a crime?
I don't see it in our law books.
Well, but in Nigeria, someone had to be taken to court, and hearing has been set for November 21st. So we hear the case of him naming his dog Buhari. It sounds funny, but Nigeria took this thing very, very serious. So we have to take note of that. We can't just get up and say, I'm naming my dog after the president.
But the president is not the only Buhari in Nigeria. If they should let me know. He's not the only Buhari in Nigeria. But
exactly. Now that you bring my attention to that, I don't know whether he added the term President Buhari to the dog. You know? So, look, this dog issue, if I want to crack, is a long story. There was a story about someone who was having issues with the wife to the extent that they were fighting each other in the house. So got to a point where the woman went and bought a dog, and they named the dog our bunny. So this time the man is in the house and so married, and we just say, hey, our bunny, calling the dog. So the man also went and bought another dog, and then named the dog Onuoshi. The end of it, our bunny, there is the Onuoshi.
Okay, you're going.
Okay, there's a story in the Daily Guide that says government abandon us. Second victims. You know, victims of the first flood disaster that shocked Ghana in the mid-2015 have complained bitterly about the government's neglect. According to the group, claiming to be over 100, their insistent calls for the government to pay them compensation has fallen on deaf ears. I think we all sympathize with that situation when it happened last year, 2015, at Seco. And if there was a promise of compensation, and as they are claiming, if it's true, then I don't see why that should happen.
Why you say as they are claiming? The government came out and said so many things. Yes, it's going to take care of their medical bills, going to give compensations and other things. So yes, there was. So they made some promises. Or is it the usual political promise?
It adds to the normal, the promises that we're hearing now and then. Maybe this also be in 2017 after the party wins election. Maybe it was part of the on the list things undone for 2016. But that is too bad. If really, and I know it's true that they were promised and they haven't been given, they've been trying their best, it's not getting anywhere. This shouldn't be happening in our country. Then there's a story in the Daily Graphic that says PPP drags history to court over filing fees for presidential parliamentary candidates. The Progressive People Party has dragged the Electoral Commission to court for fixing the filing fees for the presidential and parliamentary candidates in this year's general election at 50,000 Ghana and 10,000 Ghana. If you don't have the money, sit somewhere. That's where somebody will tell them.
Oh, but it's good, yeah. It's good. Me, for instance, I support that because let's test the laws. Let's test the laws at our highest court. Because it seems democracy is being sold to the highest bidder right here.
Really?
Yes, I believe so. Somebody will say yes, it will make those who are not serious, it will push them away. But what about the parliamentary candidates? Somebody wanted to start as a parliamentary candidate, do something good for the country, and it's been pushed away because he might not have the 10,000 to pay. Honestly, to me, the price is ridiculous because the Electoral Commission is not a venture to make profit. It's a state institution that is being financed by the taxpayers' money, and that they should be able to do something about this.
But it's not going to put that money in the state fund.
No matter what fund that they are going to put that money in, I believe that so far as they withdraw their financing from consolidated fund, they should not just hike the price over 100,000% or 1,000% that it has been done.
But somebody was saying that it's a trick because the people knew about this coming, that it will happen. And so it's a trick for them to really, if they are able to register them, they tell their supporters over to win this. What do you say about that?
I still support what PPP is. They are fighting for the common goal. The democracy is under threat right now. If you don't know, democracy is under threat because they are really making it look like, we haven't gotten to the stage whereby people do contributions, like small contributions in America here. People do that. Even here, politicians, they're expecting you to bring money. So if you don't have the money, now NDC, the NPP are not crying because these two parties have been in government before. They know how it is to enjoy in government.
But here we are where one other party is saying even the money is too small, we should add to 120.
That's what I'm saying, because it's in government. I asked this question when I remember I was talking to Kingsley, and I asked Kingsley the same question. I said, Kingsley, if NDC is not in government right now, don't you think that NDC could have been crying?
We may never know, but so far it's the people who's crying wolf because
yes, I support their cry. I support CPP crying because the democracy is being sold to the highest bidder.
Oh well, that's the reason why we have the court. So they drag the Electoral Commission to court over these fees. We'll see what the outcome will be. I know the Electoral Commission was even saying she's considering a reduction.
The chairman said something. The PR also said, the communication director also said different thing altogether. So let's continue. Okay. That institution is the most complete institution in the country, Ghana.
Okay, then we'll go on to the business news. There's a news that says the NDC borrows 101 billion Ghana cedis. The National Democratic Congress government has increased the country's debt stock to 101 billion Ghana cedis as at the end of August 2016, within the last 7.5 years. according to the story, when the MPP was leaving office, the country's debt stock was 9.5 billion Ghana cedis, which has suddenly jumped to 101 billion, according to Baumia of the MPP. These are some of the things, allegations that need to be ascertained. So we'll find out. Anyway, and then the SU currency exchange for today, I know people are waiting to hear. You know, yesterday it wasn't all that good, even though, but today it's up. The buying for the dollar, US dollar, is 3.955, and then the selling is 3.959. Yesterday it was 3.954 for the buying, and then the selling was 3.958, but today is 959. The euro is 4.422, that is for the buying price, and then the selling is 4.424. It has also shut up today. And then the pound, the UK pound, which was trading all over the last week, going up, has dropped again. Buying for the pound is 5.163, and then the selling is 5.170. It has dropped. So the US dollar and then the cedi, I mean, like I always say, you put $1 there, you get so much of cedis, but what it can buy you, that is the issue. How long you can survive on that. So over to you, Ken.
Okay. Thank you, Uncle Leslie Bano. And Titi just sent me a text. Say, I don't say Titi love this song because it's a favorite of John Dramani Mahama, and also it's a favorite of Uncle Leslie. And Mahama is in town. I don't know whether Titi you're going to dance with Mahama with this song. Okay, Titi, wherever that you are, good morning once again to you. I hope you'll be doing the boogie to this song. Okay, that was the headline news from Leslie Bano. We're going all the way to New York to my own brother from another mother to give her the sport. Richard Yerenchi Ejay, aka South Africa. South Africa, they don't come home. And South Africa now come home. Oh, the Germany, they now come. I say, Germany, they now come. Conform now come home. aka Germany, yaba. Okay, time for sports. We're going time for sports. And our main man, Richard Yerenchi, is ready for us. Richard, Yanko.
Well, good morning to you and your listeners in all the way in Worcester. Telephone you know, Mama Chin, Anope. This Saturday, I need to say, I will cancel him some Kakaya 1 year, the two TF4 anymore. And he, we both intend because a melon said the new of my tea. We both intend them there. My main start in Ghana as usual, young Franco local. The thing is, only meaning against the NVR, see under 20 Women's World Cup, FIFA under 20 Women's World Cup. Now the other two journalists say, Ghana Black Maidens, Ghana, Emmanuel, Omedi, under 20, no. Yami Aduma, if you are the Omucho Monaco, Jordan, ABC Sakano. And now I prepare. Competition will start on Friday, September 30. Under 20 I say I'm preparation no preparation there can't have to but luckily enough you already found a mama almost can Jordan to go and prepare ahead of the commencement of the competition. Under 20 a mayor black maidens Friday the to Jordan prepare for the FIFA Women's Under 20 World Cup. FIFA Women's Under 20 World Cup, Ghana, you will group D, now you need Japan, need teams like USA, need Paraguay, you will group Nemonti. But America, Hana, Ubiso do any DHI, Mariano, you need USA for BC in this particular competition, starting from September 30.
And also, what I US for, sir?
Okay.
No, you call a matter of my US for, sir, you pay
we do want to tell you, US funds on my house, so saying, you know, what go back on or what's a boy. If you are not this time, you bet my be not, we will be preparation idiot. A well and football, anything can happen.
Back when so did you money Germany for as Santiam Roy.
I say, Ghana, my idea, almost Ghana, and they're married Ghana, the accuracy. Yankoi. Oh, well, I'm interested that there's exclusive for you. Anopeya and Minian and TSA. Your boy, a lady here, I want to be young, can you know? Liberty professionals, almost deserve one technical team. Anopeya information as to why they have dissolved their technical team there. Omunyamfa raising in my but Nicole Munisha, Ubiati Anopeya, Liberty professionals, they have dissolved their technical team.
Wow.
Ubiabaya didn't say on modern body here now, so that's when a car kitty Liberty professionals they call allegation. Yamia do momoto so 13th na just say a car de nanka say almost allegation in terms say management no dey ho me imagine him say almost say almost technical team no almost team no nti it is over technical team of the Liberty professionals. But that shouldn't be a surprise because be assured the one here as for follow. Senior Nyawaka say players in with the players playing body in the I won't surprise as a foot follower. Well, as a football they come
that's I'm quite then my idea.
Well, can you trust your leg? You tell me say wow start near leg. Now, okay, say Kotokoni as good in some be Ababebre. Now, I brought some more trade defender which I come Kotoko. They are making it advantage afternoon to say, or did say the game between Asgo and Kotakono. Never be uncle ye. Now, tell no person or channel, and ya no person or ya test you should be a match near fixed match. Nicole Minister Ubia and I saw the result or the outcome of that game. Now, send a player be asking, no say, at the parents, or the coach in some of the players spoke. Now, after the first half, the coach spoke to the captain, and after the game, and after that, the game changed. Until me name says somewhat or kind of question, send a game no question, and we say a game be yeah, both they want to a park, so I don't know. But before this game, a member of the protocol manager and so can't seem a man for Felice. Not much in they are on the bond competitively. Until me a short be an idea before and many are on the short match in one market will be I need to be so I need to be not on the tuna to be. But in our local legend, I know we are looking for evidence, but now you're German echo. And the Colonel says, I'm much I can say match, and say, we are in Amkaka.
I'm here, I am a victim.
So, we are not
please, I have no so I know what we and check and move you.
If you are in a continue or
sometimes you see.
Well, yeah, try to that. Yes, I got a full rubber shakaka. I remember do and you could be born a basso kaka. Anything favorite sports concert. I almost say a robo. I remember do about so now. Ken, about to buy the ball. I remember say he was a top Ghanaian scorer in the Italian Serie A last season. I can't really how many goals or say.
3 goals.
3 and 4.
I mean, we start the living.
Also 4 goals.
4 goals of Agoka home.
Also 4 goals. And the Abona Ambassador say top Ghanaian scorer in the Italian Serie A. Anyway, I am for that. Say also 4 goals. How are you? And see, about the do about so now. Everyone about to or cast this time there. Let me say last season. You didn't say Niama so that Koya mom no Felice this season there. Nyame Aduma on prove a point in the Italian Serie A and see show how Aduma be doing in the Italian Serie A for no. Omodi Nyama Bakwisi. There was a very cracker of a game between Juventus and Inter Milan over the weekend. That's how game a game I'm for any day. Unfortunately, Juventus they lost by 2-1 to Inter. Now, some game the crowd in the course of the game, and Ghana English could just someone say Inter fans, or more abusing the Kaka. Before the home say and day. Into Unyabola, I need to say, or more abusing the Kaka, and I be to just say, Ibiana. Italian football no better to show Kaka for something, but let me say this is not the first time I saw no AC or Italy. The AC party hopefully no on Bayer will be Kaka. Can you find Major League Soccer? Major League Soccer, they do almost see idea. The other two Johnny say Akaka kana leg in Ibana na Ghana Fonso ball on what they want. Last weekend, yeah, Chicago Fire ni DC United and Chicago Fire need DC United almost as many as they could have fielded 4 players out in Ghana, but now could show pare a track account to DC United. But Lord Sam ni Patrick Nakusiakama DC United against Chicago Fire David Akam one of their leading players. Now Omobo account in na Apai will be actually 2-2 or Makweti Penkwanisa. Make us say they would come to me go on the back. After the game, I mean, this Patrick Nyako said, game is saying, was a game in the of coming back to Chicago, it was always going to be difficult. But the crowd woman said, now can it's almost a good result because almost be more chance to play in the Major League Soccer playoff because gradually we are inching closer to the playoff. But 2-2 draw almost the 1 point call away or Felice is not bad for them, but almost the DC United will play in the playoff. As for Chicago Fire, there is not likely somebody to have playoff because on positioning yet. And so we should Ghana for at least more chance to play in the playoffs so far there. DC United in the Eastern Conference almost to 7th until they still have to fight for a 6th position and a 5th position. But the likes of Gershon Kofi, Dominic Odro, any Joshua Yalo is here Kama Philadelphia Union. Montreal Impact will Dominic Odro and New England Revolution. Gershon Kofi is here Kama. These 3 players have the chance to represent Ghana in the playoff in the Eastern Conference zone. As for Gideon Brade will pray into and yes, I can cancel on Messi Akama New York Red Bulls because they are also closer to the Eastern Conference playoff. Patroniaco Diatia said, the only part is on the playoff in matches are kind of the only fan work, Senegal on which my playoff maybe. Course also, we do quite Kakra. I think this for you, Papa Pay, very interesting. Man City coach, Pep Guardiola, and a player of that to just say, Ansana Obama Yaya to Esia Kano. I just say Yaya to a manager, and I say Yaya to agent FNO, Dimitri Selok. Dimitri Selok, you are your agent for Yaya to, or no, so I'm your agent for Gideon Bami Bone. Now, you say Dimitri Selok, Pep Guardiola, right from Barcelona, Guardiola has a PO, Man City. No. Let me say, Papa needs to send you a Kafa, Pep Guardiola, when Pep Guardiola decided to say, oh, ma, actually in second or Champions League. Pep Guardiola said, as I'm not near the Ansana Obama, Yaya in a Man City jersey. No. I just said Dimitri Seluki, the patcher, no players, no coaches in or Man City. That's no kind of attempt to do it when he didn't. And Sana Obama, actually, when you decide to I will share Dimitri Selok, actually, I'm we very possible. Dimitri Selok, Pep Guardiola, I'm we decide very possible. Papa Pep Guardiola, and I say Man City for Tirana. And here, trust for Europe so now when say in England no the English Football League Cup. You see they didn't English Football League Cup because let me say is a crowded jama English league and Omunya sponsor Biakra Omumpe because the television revenues in the doors crossing Omunya from sponsors in the Football League Cup no you see at them say you young with sponsor be or that year. Now they actually say another a couple of matches. Bournemouth, definitely Preston. Preston is one of those lower division sides in the ABC account. Brighton is only Reading, ABC account. Derby County in Liverpool, ABC account. Liverpool, team Liverpool, in the League Cup, they say, I wanted to meet Liverpool say one of those Liverpool, but let's see if Liverpool can come away with the result. Everton definitely any Norwich for Asia can. Last year conference United any Blackburn Asia can. Leicester City ni Chelsea match yesu emube akonopa Leicester City ni Chelsea. When we say last season the Leicester one match Chelsea one tomoda. In TV and Chelsea they try say they will redeem their image in the Football League Cup. Apart from that, Newcastle also need Wolves this year can I Nottingham Forest ni Arsenal, and so this year can in the Football League Cup. Can only say maybe na Ballon d'Or separate and FIFA World Player separate. And FIFA for France Football Magazine yes, no we know after the 6 seasons award the almost at the team Ballon d'Or, it may be different now. FIFA World Player. This year, French Top Americans decided in the NSFBM. Yes, indeed. She said from next year going, and now from this year going, Lionel Messi, say Ronaldo, whatever. If you are one year, the player who win the Ballon d'Or will also win the FIFA Best Player of the Year. As it stands now, there is no Ballon d'Or and FIFA Best Player. They have separated. in French football magazine for now, yeah, Ballon d'Or, no, they will do the Ballon d'Or separately, and FIFA will also award the best player separately. They have all come out say they are coming out with different regulations as per those awards are concerned. And the French football magazine for also as time goes on, they will tell us the mechanism that will go into the awards, just like FIFA will also tell us the mechanism that will go into the awards. We will be our best player awards no more. The FIFA best player awards is coming back, and Ballon d'Or will also be separated. I mean, it shows that there will be more awards. The people of our person fans also, and I'm
okay, Major was here, said the kind, and I'm bringing into your bottom. Partial said the precunano, you didn't shoulder no to your bottom partial.
All right, can I tell me down? Mammy, my telephone will say, Ghana for America, Canada had any information on them. The right source of information here: www.ghsoccerus.net. www.ghsoccerus.net. Information including now about the Ghanaian players in North America, Canada, America, and North American soccer, like Major League Soccer, and even in the colleges, all the information are there. Facebook and Twitter, so which many at Ghana Soccer US.
Okay, yes, that's it. Yunya Richard and J. And I'm not saying Kano all the way from New York. I know that we can see who says some Ebrew. Kasambako, hey, when I thought as the managers will say send transfer to a player. But silently now. Pep Guardiola, I'll say. I say a manager have a patch. I'll say actually pass of this can't even do the boy.
Your country.
When does the managers tend to be the head of the player? But catch them.
It depends on the issue that was being used as taken. If they have evidence of what they're saying now, then they can pass on that same player speaking to the manager.
These people have been fighting since the days of Barcelona. When yes, it's here. That's a baby.
Sure.
Okay, well, messages about Obi, say, messages about Obi, say, it's time to start to look for people with wisdom to take affairs of this country, and not the greedy ones. I believe, say, he's talking about politicians, and he's talking about people who have the wisdom. How many wisdom, no? Politicians, it says politicians are always the same everywhere. So I don't know. I said, you buy a couple of politicians, they have a car next way. You're very discussing. message coming from DSP Kofi Sapon. They said super now or just super pay. You do for DSP because they're far home. But I got bank now DSP pay the whole day the Google food. I love this man so much. I said I'm just super pay. Okay, I have PDP. Oh, but fire no. But I soon to me fireman. I mean, who am I? Who am I to fire? And my able will say, producers are all man. Okay, we'll be discussing so many things. NDC manifesto was modeled on the ideology by the General Secretary of the NDC. Okay. Time checking in studios exactly a minute past 11. Channel said primary residential mortgage for and I saw ya so more on a boy chidom or young one cannot pay me Timitana and Gakoko crab in Yabinumi. Manum Coco that make a cake came. Primary residential mortgage. University of Massachusetts, Amherst. The Department of Agriculture said, "Can't you be somebody sebe sanankan for friend and find the force in Troaba." Na oba twi muso a san for so kasa nyadwa. Omo adie bia amba kama de se Ghana ade no. O se dia abara mu kwa mo ko fefi o man Ghana mu na de ba ha say nti bia de se Ghana na pepepe. Someone call Morovia Market. 209 Harding Street. I'm gonna go 209 Harding Street. That's what I'm gonna be called Compare Food 664 Main Street. Who's the here? Call Baby. Say everybody can kind of it's no penya doa and I said open and Troaba Morovia Market 209 Harding Street Water Street is a children as I want to copy. Jana say open we say open be a compare food and for the compare food no more. Paxton Pentecostal Fellowship say can't you be a say and Christopher they share bomb pie Asian Bible Moon Church let's have fellowship together. We never so quarter ni kwesiada from 5 p.m. till 6 p.m. It's Bible studies, and on Sundays 5 p.m. till 6 p.m. It's a fellowship, so just join us. It's interdenominational thing, so just come and join us. Come with your family and let's serve our living God, the Alpha, the Omega. Address no 19 Monsero Drive, Paxton Max. I will call down the one in a crab. What do you answer? My friend number is 617-617-650-5901. Still listen to New Vision Radio 103.5, your favorite and your number one station on the airwaves, your station of choice. You're listening to the breakfast show with your man Can Be. PDP join me. It's supposed to be Can Be and PDP. P don't come, so the sound Can Be. And today I have Mr. Leslie Bano right here doing the supporting way. Say, Mr. Leslie Bano, once again, welcome P. Me Marco baby. And you say no. But don't catch it.
NPP NDC manifesto na ya na Niger mapina media bani set media manfo
enti manifesto na ama oni afransa no ready ebi muso ti mi kan sam
they say no what an sources and say baby I
no allergy
na allergy CVS o makọ me pani
allergy how oh alaji mungaja alaji so jai
ono fancha kakra
mungaja alaji so jai mungaja alaji so jai. All right, could say maybe it was so extravagant and I thought so spectacular. Say Limiamu NDC for Kopemu Sujane call and manifesto. Before that, another president, not the synonymous of the manifesto, no, or the Abba. Or the Ababa to my who the Amwakoka. But in the end, no Kwaka and Semi Brenana, Honeymoon and no Brena ACC, the media no yet became more or less if Madaka in who ye or I see and then after so the bravo regional chairman of Pokusu my NDC so I can't say Mr. Sobe say William and Penny dear and I saw our free bra have for Bantamon city Honomo and I saw to our free region I saw to our free unless your wife comes from Bravo no those are some of the things that some of us we thought I didn't really go over, I didn't even go. But the general secretary of the ruling NDC, Johnson said in Kucha, popularly known as General Mosquito, and I bet to just say a more manifesto no is along the line of political philosophy and does not copy blindly from any party. It's if they will copy they will copy after that it's in line. Go and cast someone made a regime. If they will even copy they will copy something that is in line with their manifesto, but they don't just copy it. And we all know that NDC have ideology of liberals. We say about American, we can say more liberal. They are socialist party, and the NPP is more to the right capitalist party, whereby they think about owning democracy, owning property, owning democracy. That individuals should be able to own their own properties, and you're buying necessarily be amount. When you have a good job, the government have good policies and other things in place, you are able to own your own thing, and that's what it America for can trick it down. It will trick down. You know, it happens. The NPP were accusing the NDC when the president bring the synonyms of the race and say area normal or manifesto him. Kennedy Japan who's MP for MP NDC as we can sing be I don't want to have the audio. I don't want to be playing that audio.
MP for
MP for Assist Central. I have the audio. I don't want to be playing that audio because I don't know sometimes it's not good for radio consumption. But so be in the year or you have the evidence of being a year by the first to Libya, so we did by the first to Libya, a NDC for and then come home. Let's look at what the Secretary is saying. Their manifesto is based on ideology, and we have the two parties have different ideologies. NDC manifesto, is it really based on ideology? The socialist style, where everything is done by government. Everything is done by government. Government is supposed to do everything for you.
Ken, manifesto ni nyina o mokano. So ekrono anase minor ayumu no. Obia wo onimade a say mekoye ade we say ebebu akuru no. I think say based on or more ideology from NDC, no. I don't see much into that. I was okay, I think say or more actually in Afra say the MPP for all that they need. I said more day or more catch or my Ghana for and based upon that, they are really making it so rich. Say or more can as now a bit convinced so am I then? Would you have to I think so, that's how the manifesto has been. Make mommy and trust in program we see because they do that thing to convince the voters. So the only thing there actuaba ama more. Basically, no so by you read ya way it's more of say I say or the convincing call for the convincing popular voters nice or my or control about ama more. It's sometimes I don't see so about promises. No, I just say NDC for say na person and we are in line of this. Yes, you say you have 2,000 coming attachments abreast so everything. So call me manifesto now. That's how it has been. Say you have to put it down, make it rich. Now then, and jinko fakoma no who say, hey, chobo, you see, it's on the nearby. You will that's will be order. And mamma, both MDC and MPP, that's the same thing that they have been doing because we be about until a week or can. Emra said, yeah, Moka say, we are with you, we are with you. Meaning, who know, I did. Says you do get a cast. So can maybe I say, Emra no, or come on 1992 constitution or come on me day. Yeah. It's a BBA MPP forecast free education or no. At the end, this for kind. Obviously, it has been in the constitution for a long time. It may be an NDC for no, and as MPP for no. Echo share. Constitution no more GBB than every moon or the Ababa. So if the constitution you were say be a bedroom rebino, you be say talking about it, from region, Western region or Mube NPP, I'm saying Nanakas of Kwakuchim, the same thing, the same Katiakai or Mitian Rodu or say. Then say constitution in so do baby na say a corona na region no it goes number of people now more no a year over you chim who create district at times about be creative it's when you say a be something new altogether idea NDC MPP for them Becca sometimes say because people are no NDC for rabbit challenging it out free access near the no all this for our constitution it's near free no more than or baba bishop it's not me who say na say man we mean am
constitution na on kan na some more aba with me we say me call Leslie one more Peter Pesu be no me call Leslie one more quick one and we say let's say let's say you say and the NDC the NDC being the NDC be a socialist policy or socialism policy, the party that believes that they socially exclude and the poor must always be supported to realize their dreams and also have their muscle to contribute their quota to the national development. The party did not believe that the poor should be left on their own, but more needed to be taken from the rich in the world to do in the society to support the poor because they could not be left alone to fend for themselves. And he indicated that the MPP ideology was that both the poor and the rich must be left to fend for themselves in the word of the survival of the fittest. But surprisingly, the MPP has abandoned the philosophy and pursued that of the NDC. It all boils down to say, Muhammad said the survival of the fittest. So why do you now say you get one manifesto? Whilst we are socialist party, we are more or less inclined to the left, the liberalized party, who we need to take from the rich and give it to the poor. Once you think say the rich should be giving more, like if you're about America here, the rich should be giving more. Why should we say you have more idea?
First of all, I don't know say whether even most of those who are following NDC, whether they are aware NDC is a socialist inclined party to begin with. I don't know whether people are aware because this it's a shock to me to hear this.
Yeah.
This 21st century in 2 years
Don't you know that this is a socialist? They have that. Right.
Years ago.
But I'm not my being.
The NDC came out of PNDC, right? Now, before PNDC and June 5th, all those PNDC, that time we all knew that the party was all socialist inclined line. Nobody's going to tell me that I was part of it. Oh, but I didn't know say after all this generation of changes, still I will maintain the same because society. Those are some of the things that the troubles by party more. They say some people are too much socialist inclined to the extreme. Into a band said there was a division within the party, some of the members. Oh, some people left the party so they chased out because of one belief. I thought there has been a change. Only to hear
NDC has always been a combine of socialists and also because some people joined the PNDC who were from the capitalists.
But if
someone were from the UP tradition.
Yes, those are the people came and joined. But the real people who began the party.
Those are the CPP roots.
Somehow CPP with the kind of
royalist ideology.
My question is, since when was it changed? Now, if a party believes and said they are in line with socialism, why are we in socialism? Most of the things belong to the state, right? It's a state ownership.
Yeah.
Now, if you are selling companies that belong to the state now, rendering workers jobless now, then which way are we going? Yes, people are still arguing say ECD is not going to be sold. Now they want to split shares in it. Now, what are we doing then? It's the people who are even following the party. Are they really aware about the party, the direction? Are they aware? No. By this time, people are not aware. Because then maybe people are, if they become aware, saying this is where the party is going, maybe they will draw. Now, if you're talking about the MP accused me, they are stealing manifesto, then the question is, for once and at least, maybe there's something good in both parties when manifesto everyone is coming from each other. But if it's stated in the constitution, say along the line, if things change now, then there is a possibility of creating more regions now. Then it's just an implementation of something that is hidden from the masses. To also argue around, it's amazing. Say it's for your own sort of a creation. But
it's not my own sort of creation. But in the end, no, my boss.
Put our boss first. Is then the issue of the if sooner. Then the issue of postponement about Australia read young manifesto on that. Then if we want to come out first, now someone should be the first person. Unless they decide the same day now in whoever is doing at 10 o'clock and I will do at 9 a.m. to catch the early bird. That's the only way. But other than that, it means that there are hidden things in our constitution that even Ghanaians are not aware. And these parties, those who have dealt into it now, knowing what they're going to use it for, they are taking advantage of it.
Okay. Yeah, take advantage of it. All right. Yeah. Okay. I say. So do kind of what do you say? Mami from course ideology simbako. Na me yen fan to man peniko for say. Mr. Leslie. MPP is more to the right, but when Kufuor came to power, most of their policies and implementations that they did and can't afford assumption the socialist kind of programs, national health insurance, mass transportation, and the NVR school feeding program. All those things are socialist kind of programs.
Are you trying to say? Obamacare, what does it mean? Socialism that
Obamacare is more or less like the government helping you to be able to acquire, but in a nutshell, Obamacare is not that cheap.
No, but I'm saying is that when it's coming from the government, doesn't mean that in comparison, say, sometimes
but that's when they were debating it, people were referring to us as socialist to say idea.
No, but
no, that is how it is.
But you can. They have national health insurance.
That's what I say. But a party that see it's more to the right do things that they don't really do what we can say social interventions. They try to create the avenues for you to be able to also visit. But the NPP realized that we need this intervention to be able to lift ourselves up. You know, they came up with this social interventions that really helped, because a school feeding program we're making so many kids to be retained in class. Among people so equal school and my enrollment equal so, and I feel so they also started this implementation of free basic education, basic education, and then also have the national health insurance. They just paid. It was only one-time pay for Ghana, So it's only one-time pay. How do you know about that? It's not one-time pay.
It's not one-time pay.
It's not one-time pay. Well, Ghana, it was one-time pay for a year. You pay one time for a year and it's done.
And that's why it's suffering. The program is suffering.
No, I think it's suffering because of it was changed during Atame's time, or no?
No, Atame's time, no. One time.
Thousand crown put out the tour for the whole year, rest of your life, about 100 years a year. How can that one survive you?
Yes, that was one of the things.
But if you are paying it in yearly, I think that was fair. At least they mobilize money. Yes,
No, those of us who were working, I was never using it as a better health insurance. I was with MTN, so I have my own private health insurance, and I was being deducted 2.5% of my slate with contribution. Because I have insurance every month. Then VAT 2.5% of everything that you purchase that has VAT, also go to national health insurance. But you ask yourself, because it says around the code, and then let's answer that question. As I said, MVP that was more inclined because of a capitalist, we said they came with a lot of social intervention programs.
Well, sometimes it's just a pronouncement, the ideology in the court. You can just make an announcement that we belong to this ideology. But in the end, it doesn't show. It's not the thing. Because I'm saying, we all know that socialism is mostly state ownership. And then in capitalism, it's private ownership. And if you jump in your implementations or your whatever you come up, meaning they are all state-owned set of programs now, then it's just a slogan. Then that would be just a slogan. Other than reaction of what you claiming, it's just a slogan.
The channel and I say, okay, let's forgetting about the ideology. So at least if there's socialism in the ideology, they are not working on that to achieve what they mean by their ideology. And yes, I more fast or more yet.
I, for one, that time I'm meeting that pronouncement by the late Professor Mill said, this is what they intend to do. Is it's going to be a one-time payment and then forever. That's it. I said that to myself.
He started laughing.
So I said to myself, even in the advanced world, look, the insurance is even like every 3 months, quarterly. For you to come and say,
yeah, they remember I went to 2000, yes. 2000,
exactly.
They went to paychecks.
To say, look, even if the amount was 10 million, that's it now. Look, how well are people going to gain from that?
It is a work around maybe our 5 years. One time, forever.
That's it.
Everything is gonna happen. It's a back of an
maybe they have plans about where to fund this sort of plan. They have an idea of how they're going to fund, either by some means through our exports or taxation. An idea about Africa, the same say everything we all know. Say Africa, eternity. Yes.
Okay, we may go another story. Be I told you, Ghana Education Service. Let it be a Minamoka say a leaky PA. Just say, we have about Tema Minister for labor relations about wanting about vacant and home and some let an buy and say the posting in the title the posting of newly trained teachers and recruitment of staff. At the regional directors, all regional directors are to take note of the following directives and comply. All new trained teachers should be posted but are not to be issued with appointment letters and are not to be in a classroom to teach until financial clearance has been granted by the Ministry of Finance. All metro and municipal district directors of education should submit the returns of the posting of the newly trained teachers to their respective regional director for onerous submission to the GES headquarters not later than 30th September 2016. A report reaching the office of the Director General of Education indicated that some of the AMDs and head of some of senior high school teachers are recruiting staff. Yeah, to note that embargo on recruitment is still in force. Anyone who recruits does so at his or her own risk. Or no any letter by all directors to take note that if you have no mandate to re-engage or reinstate any teacher. Letter was signed by Mrs. Bosomchi Sam.
Is it because you're a teacher? That always struck you.
Oh no, maybe this story different about the reason why we say discuss this story we say. This was signed by Mrs. Cynthia Bosomchi Sam, acting director, deputy director general, Ghana Education Service headquarters for directors, all the directors, regional director general, so no one can come home. And you know when it says they should recruit but not issue a employment letter until they get clearance from Ministry of Finance. So what do you mean? Because this just last week, Dr. Manebuama was on the radio saying, Minister of Labor Relations, I will recruit new teachers, new trained teachers. This year, this month here, I'm recruiting new trained teachers. I'm recruiting new trained teachers. Almost about 2,000. No one can home. But when this letter popped up, this is what the minister is saying. Say they did this directive. Posting teachers without appointment letter is to check possible fraud within the public service.
Okay, I agree on that.
How?
Listen, there's difference between recruiting and then posting. What is it? When you are being recruited now, after you've been recruited, maybe there's a further scrutiny there before final letter said yes, you've been accepted. You can be recruited without being accepted. You can be recruited into the army, you go to the training and they see that no, you can't really function well now. They'll say no, you don't get out to say that you were in the army. It's a different thing being recruited and then after final scrutiny, before they can issue you with a letter say you are in. So I agree with this. Because if there have been instances in the past now, people were recruited and then thereafter what happens now? It calls for a sort of rethinking regarding the whole processing.
So if this memo did not come out, this memo did not leak to the press for the press to make noise on it, say why do we have such memo going around now? Like no say this is what we have asked them. So why were they the Minister for Communication taking, we say, both say the government has recruited, we say, once you don't say, you recruited them, we have not posted them, we are not giving them employment letter, so you are not even paying them. Mm-hmm. So why are they posting on that, we say, somewhere, yes, or what activities I do, we say?
Once you haven't started working on the spot, location in India, that's what it means. Look, recently, police in Yamakura recruitment, all the applications from certain places and that wasn't the right place.
Oh yeah.
In this case, how do you turn that against the story?
I will say what they have realized and I agree with you. What they have realized, most of the directors of education, when they employ teachers or when they recruit teachers, they backdate the time that they hire them to be able to defend the state. But I'm also saying, the government is making noise. So this much we come high teachers for say this. Meanwhile, this is
it's a political talk. And I'm making no more just to convince the people. They think sometimes, excuse me, say, dear, Jana for no, you near Jana say, Nipana walk as a man, will be out to one neba, what training college, teacher training a man, who are walking tower, is a walk as a nobody to fear, and in none of the other, it's a walk on into only say, hey, call for summer walker. Look at the number of people who or a training college since last year and I think this year. Our multiple they've never been posted or giving them appointment letter say, this is a primary school, I will secondary school, I will coach even at all, those old teachers are almost taking study leave, a call degree by in the Crambono. There are still some of them who are ammonia then in your baby child. Tis okay now cast now. Whom are you deceiving? At the end of the day, no. On the
this is what the Deputy Minister for Education, in charge of tertiary education, Okuja, to whom the letter was read to him, without the evidence of the authentication of the letter, and he says he needs to cross-check with it. But he was so emphatic to say that we have been employing, we have just finished employing about 2,000. We have just finished employing about 2,500 or 25,000 maths and science teachers. They have received their appointment letters, and he said dismissing the anxiety that the government is not employing teachers.
The Sassam was he said this thing have to come out because training college system now organize anything. You go in after your secondary school, apply with any grade you be on no. They take you as a student after 2-3 years. I think when you're on your third year, call practical teaching field. After that, more year school now. At the end of the day, more year school, You get your letter, you get your postings. You just have to get a letter. You want to say there, you're supposed to. Sometimes the Alcohol Education Service, they just put it on a big board. You just go to school, from the headmaster and accept right from there. And before that, since I'm some statistics school, right from there, they go on payroll. They've been on payroll. So teachers from community school, they from outside. Now be a payroll who cry they have been because of Alawana Omogeno, they give them their social and everything, almost state contribution from onset, they start taking it from there. Into after 1 year school, you just have to receive your appointment letter. Unless they were able to finish a failure and even at all. I don't see so much. So you can't even go to your third term or third year. Now right from there, they sack you from school. But so much you can't to their final.
Now the Ministry of Education is saying something different. The Ministry of Labor Relations is also saying something different. Where should we start? Where do we start here?
He said something different like what?
The Ministry of Education says, my employ 25,000 maths and science teachers with their letters being sent out and letters of employment being sent out and
take you from training college.
There's the teachers and the teachers who have finished training college of my high 25 years. That's what I was saying. Because I heard my neighbor saying the same thing. That's why I picked this story.
Okay, what is the big deal here? Tell me.
The big deal here is that this is the letter that has been gone out. One of my teachers said you can be recruited, you cannot be posted. When the letter was read to the minister, who is supposed to come from the Ministry of Education, the minister said he's not even aware of this letter. He had to cross-check. Now, the Labor Relations Minister, he said, okay, how did he bypass the ministers and get to the directors? Says there's some modified letters say because so that we'll be able to check fraud. There's something going on here that maybe we are not getting it.
Let's bring it down to National Service Scheme. People are posted, say, you went to this region with the letters in. And yet, even though the school is open, the school is reopened for you to be there, people stay in their various places 1 week, 2 weeks, and so in this case, you'll be recruited by the veteran. But upon your arrival at the school,
you are not getting the argument that I'm saying. The deputy minister for education, in charge of tertiary education, who the GES is under the Ministry of Education. So he's supposed to have first information. He has no idea about this letter. But the Minister for Labor Relations, who is from another ministry, he said yes, he had meetings with. So who did he have the meeting with? The directors or just the minister? And the deputy minister is not aware of it.
Sometimes the way
it's all about, you know.
Because the deputy minister is even challenging the authenticity of the letter,
which is wrong. Because if he was really involved now, there shouldn't be any challenge.
It shouldn't be any challenge. This is come from one ministry. This is come from a ministry. This letter is not coming from labor relations. This letter is not coming from Ministry of Labor Relations. This letter is coming from a Deputy Director General, a Ghana Education Service headquarters, who at the headquarters and the ministry are in the same place. The GES, Elmia, or ministry this one.
Well, there is miscommunication somewhere along the line. And I'm saying it's just a job of delegation of duty now to somebody to do now. But even then, are they already the sector minister needs to know about it, or the deputy minister knows about what the final outcome, what it is. And I answer.
More channel of communication, you know, is not maybe going on well for them. Yeah, you know, it's an asset you be at me. Me and I say who say okay, problem be by enja. I'll just go without telling you or can say okay. No matter what now. That's
why people say this letter is just to come out for political reason to tell people Ghanaians say we are employing teachers, but in the actual fact it's not.
It's just to, you know, let the people know say they are doing something better. And I make say, let's say I would have been. I can say, "Obinene nana, ne bani niati I impose to na you see." But if you come out now, this reality will be too hard. Then where do you stand? I don't know. They know. I see say, or more cancer much there and call for Munigana memo. So, it's as if I'm being Naha, Nama Kumunu, be American now, to an American, my Maisa, and from a fan anyway. Oh, that's the one just to believe it. But me once I may catch now say, Usta, my say, what Usta, say, my Bibia, oh, so it's just up to the people to believe them or not.
Do we have fact checkers for Ghana? Because it's like around this time of the year, after the pronouncements, and it's going to bombard everywhere.
And I can
it's up to those who really pay attention to do the fact checking, to come out and defeat another day and say this story now can we go into it. I want them CNN will tell them this is not true. We checked the facts on it, it's not true. But right now it's like people are selling everything, and it's up to the electorate for them to pay attention. Because otherwise you may jump to conclusion about something that is only non-existent.
You'll be trying to conclusion about something. Another story that is also touching me. I don't know whether in Ghana we continue to lose life almost every day on our roads. And there was this program that it was so loable, but the twin cars is being made to rot, and the twin car is being made to because there's this program here, Road Safety Management Service Limited. Is a private company. Among National Road Safety Commission agree to go into this implementation of national towing policy, whereby they'll be able to tow cars disabled or quanso. We can make a problem with disabled car, disabled or quanso. Over to car no everyone so that because most of accidents are it's young Ghana and cars are disabled or quanso or another person, another by whom. Na wadravia kubum na say year say they say about 118 towing cars aba I be do manganum ye in a see one more including about 5 or 10 ambulances ye AC one more you say bottleneck meaning the India say get this bottle and a neck go they don't come home. Ama this one mona say. Ama say akwa say ba kwa ye bibia ma say you have lost life.
But there's almost bureaucracy attached to it.
The bureaucracy bottle in America. This story we buy.
Is the bureaucracy attached to the usage? Is
it obedient for the 10% into no man we don't enquire today? What was the agreement on most and say we run of understanding of implementing this? Why is this now that the cars are in town now? We have to start implementing it now. Bottleneck no say Guinness bottle say yeah. Anything bottle say America say can get from Corona no Corona bottle.
Yeah, try many my din we are no. These are also it can create a good job for the youth now more country no. So what of fast no my e krom has say no maybe wa me tell you now me read this that should have been a good idea. So even at all, no, this patch car see some region be almost about regions in our Ghana. No, they 50-50 grand cover be no.
But how is the problem? And then at all, I saw how is be that fire parking away garage.
Ghana it's just a simple thing within a week. No, you can create it. You can create a job and make money out of it because you tow car. No, how you tow car just a minute now. It's $100 and something, $140. Which it can pay workers now there because entering to mostly always near the but I think they started doing that on Mama Pat at PJ Nebreso or baby I will create it and I know that one was going through. I think there was fishing something somewhere. I'm saying on one the creative I don't know. He have a big garage. When I'm a Dumini, they want pack your car here because also we take it in a process to say you come home. You have to go and pay at KMA before they can release your car for you.
But no, but this is
if politician put establishing we say don't support from and my papa bar.
This has been there for look. About 10 years ago in Kredana, the High Street. Baby Anglican, sorry, High Street.
I know about 10 years ago. I got a idea.
I went and parked right in front of the Anglican bookshop there on, right? Then be some overnight sister and no. Also, once you are in front of the bookshop, yes, guys, I mean, go bank in one. That will be the instead of some kind of bank from her. We call bank the person delay almost about 30 minutes. Let me try some our reception. We pay down. Can the she has seen her so hey me five maybe say something one and go what we consider can spend my office bill congress center back on operations no it's here when then we could almost say I have to pay some amount of money before I'm release the car and zaman
no I'm parking in the right place
because I shouldn't have left the car there so I'm channel
but
even though see me Anglican bookshop one minute paying they said that place is still actually a
restrict your government. The fact that money doesn't mean that
there's a difference between this. Oko park on money you buy your money will share see. And I want to be in two cano.
But they didn't have a towing. All the I think I was
yeah, I'm then they have a towing car, a child. The child do always gonna move it. Yeah, they have a towing car because I system almost start to work right now. I'm work right. But when you say, maybe they say we are losing human resources of this country due to some asset be ACC or mining MY. So we have these towing cars that are there Air Pro, Air Pro. You say Oko enmity crime saver kind. He also says Oko National Identification Authority. Oko as a car saloon car so no more and SUV so essay. Newcastle
government be as here no me back me to us let's finish as here honorable is the shadia so why
picking up tomato and go to foreign country for $5 million loan when we are wasting money?
Are you surprised even if we are doing this to ambulances I own here we call Kolubusi ambulance or I don't say do 5 Kolubu no teaching hospital I don't think ambulance are functioning do 5 what say now and then we've what all this is last year we do Konukuma center old jobs is already inside ambulance CCC almost until the back ask what are this doing here this time of the day I want to park over Biba Sana Kwana they were not there for a long time. Not necessarily because I said he's so
can't listen to what you say.
Our attitude towards property, that's the reason why I'm saying if this party is claiming to be of a socialist incline there, then you maintain that ideology and what belongs to them. I don't think it's a kind of socialism now inclining. You go there and see any government. It's not being left back of idealism. I don't think so.
Okay, because the message I said, this guy say we say no, the family we say no, say as politics for the rich only. So if you are not rich, you cannot contest an election in Ghana. And I support the PPP. Let's don't really agree with me, but I support the PPP taking the electoral commission to court, because if they really want to make money, if they want to sell democracy to the highest bidder, on my no Jesus can just kind of budget no the better no more no into no magic here. But instead of them taking a budget, a whole budget to parliament for it to be approved for them, from that the money will be dropped from the consolidated fund. No? I believe say they have to do something. Cannot just increase arbitrarily.
No, okay. No,
from 2012 to 10,000 is so serious.
If you don't have money now, when you to baby, because I think probably for to say they should even increase the amount, and you are clear saying the money is too much for you. One, they said that the money is going to be put in the consolidated fund. She said, that's what they're doing. If you really say, you want to go with it now, join the crowd and go with it. You don't have the money to back.
Okay, say for Echo Munti 3 for us I'm buy no. NDC chairman no making a comment or some of kind and say and see if yes my didn't say where are they going to get that 10,000 Ghana cedis, you know. Very good. You know, it's not that easy as we are saying it. It's not that easy. Oh my God, more.
But party is not an individual. Actually, it combines a combination of people who are interested in that party, their contribution, funding, and then that makes a party. Unlike a human being, me, everyone to receive your 10. If I don't have your own, you are a party is supposed to consist of members. People who are interested in your party's ideology, who want to be with the party, if people contribute towards that, that's how parties become a party. If you don't have that followers number now, then I think so. You're not really prepared.
Okay, 5087533847, 5087533847. Every class you bottleneck, and Emma, 20 cars I koto about Mangan and Mzeke. If you 2 cars I disable our council, your Germany son one essay, and I'll pay it to me, or be a coffee, then acquire our home, and with me after also Rajan Chiraba. Sasso and a Ghana Education Service for letter B I B P S A. The directors, the region directors can recruit teachers, but they should not issue them employment letter. They should not issue them employment letter. They should wait till they get financial grants from the Ministry of Finance and so on. Issue employment letter. No, and also you can't home come. So Nana Johnson has said in Ketia NDC General Secretary. So it is and be to or say a more manifesto is based on ideology. It's a copy. They will not copy blindly because MPP is center right, no more center left, center left. Into no, I could say a copy obi a manifesto, make copy obi manifesto, every make copy obi manifesto, or no Johnson and said in Ketia NDC General Secretary and I to no more. I said be the campaign director, the campaign communication director. I don't know this woman, I don't know why she don't pick my course. I've been trying to talk to her, and she's a campaign director for John Mahama, president NDC 2016 in Bawa. What they say, I say, and she's also a deputy minister, Joyce Bawa Mugati. Or say, during Kufuor, so I guess you remember. Although I don't remember, as I always say, that under NPP for 8 years, Ghana was actually a paradise. Ghana was actually a paradise. While responding to some issues and accusation level against the government by Dr. Boache Jakon, a policy advisor to the opposition party, Pagbayad and Akufo-Addo, at the press conference yesterday. And then people a press conference yesterday, I'm okay can say me Brena, but look around you today. Look at our interventions in transportation. Look at our transformation in the seaport of Ghana. Look at the transformation in our roads network. Look at our elevation in all the key medical facilities we have across the country. Look at the new ones coming up. Look at the housing infrastructure. He pointed out in response to claim by the MP that Mahama administration has been in a disaster and has made Ghanaians more poorer and poorer. Kufuor mreso kwa ranacha masa na uniquely na ye no mark.
Assembly or Hona say Odibe Tujua, and I can say sometimes politicians, you know, I say I know rare NDC members are sometimes, you know, they confirm, say, you know, things were a little bit beyond in a policy. So, but during Kufuor time, no, say from Rollins time on Kufuor was the first person. I'm saying MPP. After that, no. Most people are young people, no, like a change of government. And yeah, they were really into it. For the first year, no. I think people see and the Kufuor then it may call second term, no. Like implementations be any policies be obey, you know. During Rollins time, no, not people still after 96 no, people still have the feeling. It looks like say it's still like under military rule and I say Bibisa.
Preconceived idea.
Like fine, that people it doesn't know that, but after Kufuor and then no man says it's going to 2008, you know, to 2000, you know. I say I heard a man from who say okay, I say I don't know. Now who I didn't know the shots here, and yes I know DVA. Then let's go back near then young find NDC in a different form. So the NDC people not try to make that resolution. It's NDC. That time not people even were criticizing say and yeah Rollins time will be. But me ask me how did you say Kufuor time no. And you also cancer no where she's coming from. Obi anywhere. I don't mean who call for me about because we the NDC 4 years on a year and I say MPP 4 years a year from other opposition said will be praising in call for a normal all year home. Say I think say when Atamels gave credit to George Bush highway to Kufuor on that. I think did
you think it came that easy?
Yeah, it wasn't easy.
It was a Millennium Challenge account. It was a compact. It was a compact money.
Get from a buyer.
Maybe show idea. But that I must give credit to Kufuor. I mean, show idea. What happened? It's a million amount, and when they wanted to assess the second strength of the money, they couldn't. They didn't know. They don't have the know-how.
Yeah.
So the president had to invite Kufuor to the castle. That's another castle. Invite Kufuor to the castle, and they had a talk, and that's why maybe in trouble, to get a money.
Kufuor, one thing he was successful. Because I said no total successful. I said so. Oba, no. He tried to use all-inclusive government. I say at times they are all kinds of buy, you have to invite Kufuor in that, But Kufuor who say it didn't have park or seen you a bar, you know, a man for being you don't know because when you say, oh yeah, MPP. So it's back power now only say away MPP. The fact of MPP know what that idea, but when you deal with no maybe one, I don't see the reason why I was a woman panel.
The
credit doesn't go with you.
You think it's that easy?
It's easy, but I
know some people who turn down appointment. I know some people who.
Oh yeah, I said be better, but yes, no. If you keep on pushing it, you can get some people to work for you.
Second, betrayal of culture on betrayal on the sometimes the man's hand. But all the law says there are people in different parties that could be co-opted into doing certain things with any government of the day, regardless of their party affiliation.
I don't see look at White House. They have served there, they have served a number of presidents or Mobaso. MP, NDC, free some MPP, Timia Babe Japia. I think there will not be any single person or Becca Flagstar household.
Yeah, as if
they are we shouldn't be so we can learn it. When we say oh yeah neutral person and you don't talk about politics on those high government sector, no. You can do it. They have let it be there. You can't discuss those kind of politics. I don't know why you can't implement that thing.
President Mahama has announced in his next presidency, if he's being appointed and elected now the chief executive are in the mayors and they are going to be voted for.
The same thing.
With that, no. Look, I'm telling you, as the year goes by, every election time, Ghanaians are learning from the previous campaign time as against the future and said, maybe it's not going to be said. First, I'm not doing this social media crazy now, like I'm going to check facet stuff. It's the same. This is some of these that will come out. If Mahama should win this election again, I don't think so. You have the audacity and moral justification now to come and say, I'm appointing this mayor now, this executive. This time, people are going to question.
The president said we have short
he has a way also to go. This is not something that.
And I'm even giving an example. Say it's in the MPP manifesto, in the year 2000 manifesto, the winning election, it was there. So they will let it. They will. It was there.
Strong outcry in these times and about them.
How many strong outcry you have seen on that thing? It's a job for the boys. They will appoint the people.
That is where you're going to see already people are going to rise up against those appointees, because now you have pronounced it. They're going to refer you this time vividly. So you said no one.
Mr. Leslie, don't let us behave as if we are in America here, or maybe we are in any developed country where the government or the president is held to his word, and as it is that makes George W. Bush the first Lucy election, because he said during a campaign, for the first time he said there's not going to be no tax increment. But Obama number 2 tax, when all run against Clinton, Clinton used that against him. He said it, and they will play the video. Everything. If we do that time, the crowd now, maybe we can cry. Because okay, video the crowd, the system to who will be a free ever. So, should we even take their manifesto serious?
Yeah. It depends on but then, at least there's been some increase in awareness this time because of, first of all, the last election, what happened, and then this one, the way people are all yes, you can come and make the announcement to the air, tell me say it's going with the wind, but I'm telling you, it's not going to be the same after January. Whoever wins, it's not going to be the same after January. After that, I can tell you.
Whoever wins is not going to be the same after January. I don't.
The NDC, Omutimi, and I say now it's hardly for them to talk about manifesto. Coming on, because they have 8 good years, not a 4-year first term for President Mahama, but talking in general, NDC has had it for 8 good years. So 8 good years, Emma is saying, and Kamotimi is so much strength. You don't even have to worry so much about campaign. And then normal more cafe now you have to come and promise. Mahama, you have been there for 8 good years. Emra, he came out there.
Been there for 8. Okay.
For President Moss, and you have been as a vice president there. I don't think BBR will go bypass you. Because you always have discussion with your president. Implementation for the past 8 good years, I say they look like opposition, and as I say, opposition for the same level. But in speaking of that right now, they don't have the same level of the opposition party, NPP, they will have the more chance, because you didn't have been struggling up to this time. Because some more you see 200 schools, you made that promise for and you push them. No, they have really NDC MPP Francois Goma Kohunu say, and then almost about 10 out of 200, you know, and one say they can proclaim say do my. So I don't see the reason, you know.
President November 126 schools. Ready. At this academic year, the good doesn't say you have admitted student to 32.
Only I think I could see that for medical school, whatever they make it, which wasn't true. But you know, there are many people are more right. They listen on the grounds and other thing. Who bet now can? Yeah, they forget and say.
Medical school, Lego there now. There, Pastor Amos, a child, a son, no. I know yet.
But you know the
events of Ghana
and
events of Ghana with the help of the government of Ghana secure a loan of 265 billion from Israeli
foundation.
Oh yeah, Omusi.
But Ghana, it's show no. Is that the level that they have been?
I don't know Musi, but I don't invest of Ghana for But
so why do you have to put it in your?
You mean overall somewhere?
Yeah.
Overall somewhere. I think my age is that people shouldn't just listen to announcement. Manifesto. Even manifesto when they have
listen to what? Because I'm
just under the auspices of manifesto, but people should take notes of some of the things. I don't know.
We are doing a GBC. I don't know auspices of
this
another auspices.
Ghanaians should be awakened this time, because otherwise these politicians are going to take them for a ride. I tell you, after this party election, whoever wins in Iran, you will never see any of these people anywhere anymore. For you to see them ask questions, it's not going to be easy. Even the newsmen, you can't even walk to some of the minister's office, say you want to ask questions about some issues. You don't have the access in. They will toss you out, you'll be frustrated. It is the time for Ghanaians to wake up and then really ask the questions they need to ask to form the basis of the argument for this after post-election.
This is a time that Ghanaians will say need to ask all the questions so that they form the basis after the post-election. I believe after the post-election, what will happen, as the president said, Ghanaians forget about us within 2 weeks, 3 weeks. We are all back to skating hall, skating hall, light off, no light off. There we are done. Thank you very much, Mr. Leslie Banner, for coming in and also to share your headlines and business report and also the exchange rate reverse. Thank you, PDP, for coming. Me assure say you have to be sitting here Tuesdays and Thursdays. I don't know why you don't even want to be here. We just you have a until the one man having you fire. So thank you, PDP, thank you, Prime Residential Mortgage, for the support and everything. I hope I say Union Mortgage Loan for Niche 711 President Street on Mona Prime Residential Mortgage. Wait me up, I'm a baby. I can be a come amount. So as soon as it will be out here, I say, contribution over the Facebook and other places. No, it will be I say, well, it's your YouTube. So it was say, well, here. With your phone, so what your Facebook with your phone, so on live, so no TA, so it was say the name is can be P is here, Mr. Lestibano is here. Tomorrow is another day, tomorrow is Wednesday. We'll be right here to give you your best of breakfast, and as usual, I'll be the chief chef. Or no, any we say. Okay, next is Dr. Mesa Otabo. After that, I brought to you by ICGC Worcester, ICGC Lemonster. After that, Media Meton there. It will be music and commercials, and after that we go to Peace FM. We go to Peace FM to take the bulletin of the local news. Peace FM Okasapa take the bulletin of the local news and the international news as well. Draft time will be there next, so don't change your dial. Just lock your dial right here on New Vision Radio 103.5, your favorite and number one station on the airwaves.